Hi, I'm Marie Hopkinson and I'm the owner of Tong China's Herbal Teas. I'm going to show you today how you can make some herbal teas and we're going to do a little tea tasting, so let's begin. Firstly, you want to be able to put your tea into the teapot. Now there's one I've made before. I'm going to show you how you can do that. It's really easy. Basically just dispense your herbs out. So they come in a bag like this in our teas. This one's our Hangover Tea. Typically you need a teaspoon per cup, and you can use up to 3 teaspoons for a pot. Now these are tiny pots. These are really 1.5 cups, so it's just a little bit more than a cup. The tea I'm going to make here is our Hangover Tea. I'm going to use a little bit less than what I normally would. So this little Kung Fu teacup is really 1.5 spoons. I'd normally put a whole 1.5 spoons in each of these pots, but I'm actually just going to put 1 spoon of the Hangover Tea because it's a really strong tea, and the flavour can be enough. It's too strong for some people. If you want any of the tea stronger, just put more tea in there, more herbs in. So what happens is the herbs have to infuse with the water, and once that happens, the colour will change because the flavour's coming out. If you want the tea to be stronger, you want to look for a darker colour, and so you might need to brew it for a little bit longer before you start drinking it, or to put more herbs in there. So we've brewed up our Shaolin Warrior, our Hangover Tea, and then this little one here is going to be our Love Potion Tea. So, in it goes, and let that infuse there. So let that one go, let that one have a little bit of time because you're going to see some colour coming out there in a little bit. So we're going to start with our Shaolin Warrior Tea. Now, this tea got its name because the Shaolin monks are typically the ones that you see in those kung fu movies that are dancing about and fighting and doing the kung fu. So there's a lot of formulas in Chinese medicine that are about like treating injuries and for falls and strikes and hits and things like that. And they use Chinese herbs to do that. So this is a tea, we call this one a post-training tea. So it's really to help smooth the flow of energy and blood after you've done training, after you've done your exercise. You can use the Shaolin Warrior Tea. Also after exercise, in the evening, it's good to kind of wind your body down, and smoothing that flow of energy and blood is going to help your muscles, do their repairing and stuff, especially if you're working hard at the gym. So this is a good tea for doing that. This tea has a kind of a soupy flavour to it. I call it a soupy flavour. It's got some goji berries in it, this one here. So the goji berries give it a nice sweet flavour, and also it's got chen pea, which is citrus peel. Now that peel kind of has a moving energy effect, so it kind of gets things moving, but it also has a really nice kind of flavour. The other herbs in there, kind of more the sticks and the woody parts, maybe not as great tasting, so the taste is kind of overpowered by those other 2 ingredients, which is great. All our teas are made for their function as well as their taste. So this tea here is good for after training. It's called Shaolin Warrior Post-Training Tea. Great tea, lovely. Now we've got our Hangover Tea. So essentially the Hangover Tea is a herbal detox tea. You don't have to have a hangover from alcohol to have it. You can have a hangover of sorts from too much food, too much for a good time, and in terms of just overeating, maybe rich and greasy foods, detoxing your body. A lot of our customers use this tea as a detox tea. So what the herbs do in this tea, a little bit hot there, it's got a nice, comparing the flavours, this one also has almost a soupy but earthy kind of flavour without the sweet flavour that this one has. So it's not like a horrible flavour, it's just different, earthy kind of almost. A lot of customers, when they do this tea tasting, they say that it smells very earthy, but then when they taste it, it has a little bit of a different taste. So it's an unusual taste, but it's still delicious. It's yummy tea. So this one here you can use to increase the peristaltic movement of your gut. So some of the herbs kind of help to do that, to kind of move things through you. Now when you've ingested too much toxicity, like too much food or rich, greasy kinds of foods, then you're going to get toxicity building up. You want to get that out, you want to purge that out. So that's what this tea does. It's not going to give you diarrhea or loose stools, it's just going to get things moving. And the other herbs in there kind of clear heat. So if you've had, especially with alcohol, too much alcohol, you might get breaking out. So if people use alcohol for a long period of time, they'll get redness in their body, redness in their skin. that's from heat building up and then becoming stagnant. So this tea kind of helps clear the heat. So if you get acne or even from too much sugar, some people get those kinds of reactions in their body because it kind of generates stagnation and then heat. So you can use this tea as a great little detox tea. Now onto our love potion tea. So you can see that that one's going all nice and red. That's one of the cool things about this tea. It's got rose hips, hibiscus, and some other herbs in there that kind of help it go red. So there's no artificial ingredients in there. It's all natural herbs. So the colour all comes from the natural herbs. And the rose hips and the hibiscus give it a really nice flavour. It's really delicious. It's got almost like a little bit of a bitter twinge, and then it's got this sweet kind of overtones that comes out of it. Lovely. This tea's also got heaps of lavender in it. So it has an awesome aroma when it's just in its bottle like that. One of our customers on the weekend at the wine show said that this smelled like a pot of potpourri, and it almost does smell like a potpourri, but it's a beautiful smell. So the ingredients here are sage, which is a good one for ladies, for hormonal balance kind of things. It's also got your rose and your rose hips, chase tree, got a few other different ingredients in there. So we call it love potion because it's meant to help get you in the mood. And who doesn't want to be in the mood? Who doesn't want to be in a good mood? So this tea you can just use all through the day. It's not going to make you sleepy or drowsy. You can have it any time of the day. It just kind of balances you, so it's another good balancing one. So out of the 3 teas we've tasted, so we've got the post-training Shaolin warrior tea, that's more for after exercise. This tea is your hangover tea, that's a detox, herbal detox tea. And then you've got your love potion tea, so just a nice balancing kind of tea, and it goes with that really cool colour of red. So this one's awesome if you've got your little glass teapots. Go online to our website, metrohealth.com.au, and you can learn more about our teas. You can find all our stockists on our website. So welcome you to go there. If you've got any questions about our teas or you've tasted our teas before, pop a comment on there. I'd love to see people's comments. And thanks for watching our video.